in my blood too. I'm ready to smell speed. I smell a lot. My competitors clenched skin. They smelled I was hot. I want it all. Excess, the sex, and much success. Stress sucks. I want it all, no less. Come on.
What up? It's your boy T-Bird here in reaction. Today is Wrestling Wednesday. Get sharing a little bit of music in the background. I got my little man watching the tablet. He's back here with me as well too. So, you know me about with wrestling. I'm a big babyface fan as well too, or as well as show love for the anti-hero. Not with the heels. I rather watch any videos about heel turn and stuff like that, unless it's about heel, as I call it. Keeping it heel go wrong. Based off of Jay Chappelle's skit, keeping it real wrong. Keeping it heel go wrong. I always love them on where the heel turn that folks hard for doesn't work and all that. Cause I hate how folks use this notion that heel turn is always the answer when it comes to character development. Like, why can't there be a more crow sting route of character development than the typical heel turn where I gotta root against my favorite wrestler for temporarily, like Roman Reigns, currently Drew McIntyre and all that. I have to root against my guys and many others as well too. I can't sit and wait till I can root for them again. It sucks. I mean, why can't people go to Sting route? Like the closest we ever got to the Crow Sting route was AJ Styles' Lone Wolf character in TNA. Other than that, why can't that be an option as well too? Why must heel turn always got to be the option for character development? Or, I mean, why can't it be better? Upgrade the babyface gimmick, or excuse me, gotta make sure he's good. Oh, no, he's good. All right, update babyface character, not turning heel. Like have to go the bad guy route, but. Either way, I always love when folks that the heel turn that folks be wanting don't work out for them, because it's I told you so, and you be careful what you ask for. I love all the time. I know this I got a clip of it though. This pretty much showing a good example of heel turn. I don't care, but seeing failed heel turns always make me smile. But anyway, let's see top 10 worst WWE heel turns of all time. Let's get it.
Here's an example of a good heel turn.
Of course, we got this. Nothing beat the dude screaming at the end.
And this is a bad heel turn.
Oh,
I got your little girlfriend's contract right here.
Oh, wow.
We're going to be talking about the latter in this video, and I'm sorry to say, it only gets worse from here. Number 10, Daniel Bryan. Now, I'm not talking about when Daniel Bryan became the World Heavyweight Champion, or when he turned heel in 2018 after becoming the WWE Champion.
Oh, yeah.
The heel turn I'm talking about happened in between those two. In the summer of 2013, Daniel Bryan organically rose to become WWE's
I know what you're talking about. Hold on, I know what it is. It's the one where he joined the Wyatts. Yeah.
Bryan was pretty much the polar opposite of what WWE wanted its top stars to be like, so they tried to fight the fans and go in a different direction. In late 2013, Daniel Bryan became the target of the Wyatt family. This led to several matches between Bryan and the three Wyatts, but it all changed on the final Raw of 2013. During the show, Daniel fought Luke Harper, Eric Rowan, and Bray Wyatt in a gauntlet match. This was Bryan's breaking point, and after it was all done, the American Dragon gave in.
The machine would never let me win, no matter how loud you people chanted.
With that, Daniel Bryan turned heel and became part of the Wyatt family. I think WWE was hoping this would kill Bryan's momentum, but it didn't work. 2 weeks after Daniel Bryan joined, he turned on the Wyatts and became a face, or good guy again. The biggest problem with this heel turn is that it happened at the absolute worst time. Daniel Bryan's popularity was on the rise, and rather than go along with it, WWE tried to fight it. Now, I do give WWE credit for course correcting pretty quickly.
This is like, seem like their MO at time as well too. And they don't like, I get that sometimes you don't listen to the fans, but at the same time listen to the fans. Like, even like what they did with the Street Profit, they tried to turn the heel, wasn't working. They had to revert to who they were again. But now it's like because of that they are like, yeah, we gave y'all them back in faces, but we ain't gonna do shit with them now. Like that's messed up. So anyway, yeah, they have a habit of doing that, like turning the wrong person heel at times just to feel like they need to character develop, but it don't work because the crowd will express how they feel and knowing that what they try to do is bullshit. You really try to change. You really try to make somebody very likable to be despised. It don't work. It never does. It happened with Becky. I mean, it could have happened to Roman in a way. Well, no, only reason Roman happened because folks wasn't like him as a babyface. Well, as a senior like babyface they try to do. I mean, I was okay with it, but folks was being an asshole about it and then booing him and all that too. So. And because of that, we dealt with the bullshit we dealt with through the years of the Reign of Terror over being partly a long ass apology and punishment for the asshole fans who was doing them dirty during his face run. But there's that. But anyway, cleaning up baby heel turns did not work because fan wasn't having it. You're not gonna force me to boo this guy, so they got rescinded real quick. There's a good amount of the two I can't figure right now, but definitely the main ones is Daniel Bryan, Becky Lynch, and the Street Profits. But anyway, let's keep going.
This heel turn didn't hurt Bryan's popularity or his eventual win at WrestleMania 30. However, things only get worse from here. Number 9, Los Matadores. Remember Los Matadores? They were one of the many incarnations of Primo and Epico. I won't say the tag team was phenomenal, but it was memorable. The gimmick of two masked Spanish bullfighters was colorful, and they even had a mascot, El Torito. In fact, had Los Matadores...
I ain't gonna lie. I actually enjoy this. I actually enjoy this little character. It was like my people might not like those gimmicky. I actually enjoyed this little run they had right here. It was definitely different.
Not been formed, we may have never gotten WLC. While fans remember all that, most don't remember that the group did turn heel. In September 2015, Los Matadores lost a match to the Dudley Boys due to a miscommunication involving El Torito. Afterward, Diego attacked the mascot and turned the group heel. Devon and Bubba then intervened and put the bullfighter through a table. Following the heel turn, Los Matadores only had one match as heels, and it was nothing to write home about. After that match, Los Matadores disappeared, and when they returned, they were under a Shining Stars, If Los Matadores was going to retire less than a week...
The Shining Star was like their downfall right there. Like, I like the Los Matadores. Only thing good about Shining Star was Rosa Mendez and everything, but other than that, it's like they had nothing. They was like... And I feel like they doing okay with Legado, what's the name? Herberto and Garza's going down that same path as well too.
After they turned heel, then why have them do it in the first place?
Exactly.
Maybe WWE just knew a heel Diego and Fernando wouldn't work, so they decided to stop it before it started. If that's the case, I wish WWE would have done the same thing to the heel turns we're about to see at number 5 below. Before that though, number 8, Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy's heel run in TNA from 2010 to 2011 is loved by some and hated by others. However, I think everyone can agree that it was much better than when WWE tried it in 2003. In January of that year, Hardy was taking on Rob Van Dam. RVD won, and after the match, the charismatic Enigma attacked Van Dam and thus became a heel for the first time in his career. A similar thing was happening
never knew. Whoa! I must have was around time I wasn't really paying attention to no Ross in it. I never knew about that heel turn, and I'll be honest. It's almost I ain't watched WWE as heavy or Raw as heavy. I was watching the Mini SmackDown at the time. Because I never knew about this one. Like I said, the only heel run I know about Jeff Hardy is the Enigma heel turn in TNA when it did it where for the heel fans did okay, then got no because the drug nonsense, the drugged out incident against Sting. And before that, when it was the New Brood. Other than that, I did not know about this heel turn at all. So yeah, glad I missed it because it's in the top 5 heel turn. Like I said, keeping the heel, go wrong, heel turn is not always the answer. People need to understand that.
when Jeff Hardy lost a match to Booker T. Hardy once again engaged in a post-match beatdown, but it was Jeff who ended up getting laid out.
Exactly.
The same thing would happen again next week. Jeff Hardy interfered in a match between Kane and Rob Van Dam and got laid out. Shawn Michaels would try to offer some words of wisdom to Hardy afterward, but Jeff didn't listen and ate sweet chin music. Then, the next week, Jeff Hardy turned face after he saved Stacy Keibler. Jeff Hardy is inherently a hard...
Something like this. It was, I think I kind of like, it like was a blur because I didn't know what was going on. I guess I thought they was teasing a heel turn and they avoided because, again, then that's another example here. Why are you turning folks that fans love a heel? If the fans are loving them, don't turn them a heel just because they think you need a character development. No. Don't try to fix something that's not broken right there. No. I mean, that's why I say I understand the reason why they did it with Roman, but at the same time, is what would transpire afterward shouldn't transpire that long, to be honest. I mean, it looked more like, okay, you made your point, now turn back, but you're like, nope. They said they backed themselves forward. And a co-worker of myself said, we were talking about like no more long title run. He said myself that title run was longer than it should have been. And it's true. It should have been that long, to be honest. Anyway, let's keep going to make sure little man straight.
Character to make heel since he does the awesome high-risk moves that fans like, and he's got a cool look, among other things. Like with Daniel Bryan, I once again give WWE a little bit of credit for realizing a heel Jeff Hardy wasn't going to work and adjusting. However, what I cannot give them credit for is making Hardy look like a dork. Whenever he'd do a post-match beatdown or interfere, he almost always got beaten up. I know good guys are supposed to win, but a heel needs to have at least some credibility, and Jeff didn't have any. Number 7, Tucker. While Heavy Machinery was...
Yeah. This one right here, all for the wealth of all, and then what's not only because of the reason for it, not because of the turn it is, but the reason for it, just to screw over Otis. I get it. I get it. They felt like they put this up in the corner by having that briefcase win of Otis, but at the same time, there's someone like myself who's curious to see where they're gonna go with it though, but. Y'all not only fucked Otis over, you fucked over Tucker worse, and not with a heel turn that was shit that didn't need to happen in the first place. And then on top of that, shit went downhill for him too. Like, shout out to Tucker. Hope everything's he's doing fine down the line though. Well too.
Wasn't one of the all-time great tag teams, it was by no means bad. The team had some entertaining moments and a number of solid matches. However, it was clear that WWE prioritized Otis over Tucker, and that was made crystal clear with Tucker's heel turn. In 2020, Otis won the Money in the Bank briefcase. However, due to several months worth of storytelling, Otis had to defend the briefcase against The Miz. During that match, Tucker attacked Otis and thus turned him heel.
We were supposed to be a team, but I was the workhorse. I carried the load.
Now, the reason behind Tucker's heel turn wasn't bad, but the problem was WWE did nothing with it. Otis and Tucker never even had a match against each other. 8 days after Tucker's heel turn, he had a match with Ricochet and lost in 38 seconds.
They got released.
Oh yeah, Tucker did become the 24/7 champion for all of 1 minute. After that, Tucker would be off TV for months, and once he returned, he was released a few days later. Tucker's heel turn was just pointless, and it seemed like it was just a way for Otis to lose the Money in the Bank briefcase.
Yeah, exactly. Pretty much what it was. They didn't want nothing. They didn't want Otis to do. They wanted to give the Miz because I guess they felt like Otis had the title. The briefcase was a mistake, but we wanted to see what happened. But you could at least give him a chance for a failed. I would have rather have him have a failed cash in, and then the bullshit y'all did to him. That in my opinion, y'all did him dirty. Y'all really did him dirty on that.
Number 6, Eugene. Eugene is
yeah. Now I definitely took a good break. I think it must around time in college. I watched it here and there. I must have around times in college, but I watched it here and there because I was trying to I didn't get a chance to faithfully watch wrestling unless I was free the day of, because I was either doing a project or hang with friends or stuff like that. That's about it. But because I don't remember him ever turning heel And again, there's definitely another keeping it heel going wrong. Heel turn ain't always the answer. I can tell you right there why I'm even hearing the story. Because why the fuck would you turn the character? Well, first of all, the character itself was cringe to a lot of folks, but then try to take him heel. Come on now.
Likely would prefer you forgot. He debuted in 2004 as the nephew of Raw General Manager Eric Bischoff. What makes Eugene such a controversial character is that he was special. In fact, the Eugene character is inspired by the autistic son of wrestling legend Rip Rogers. While the character was controversial, Eugene did become popular with fans and was instantly a babyface. Eugene remained that way for the majority of his career, but not for all of it. In late 2006, Eugene formed a tag team with Jim Duggan, and they even challenged for the World Tag Team Championship. The group was unsuccessful in their attempts, causing Eugene to snap. After losing a match, Eugene attacked his tag team partner and turned heel.
Don't laugh at me.
Don't laugh at me.
Special.
The Eugene character could never work as a bad guy, and the whole heel turn just felt like it was done for shock value. It was a challenge to get fans to hate a character.
Be honest. This is what a lot of their thing for heel turn is for shock value. But again, it's not always the answer. I get it, shock value. And something needs to be happening. Something needs to be, but no, man. Do something. That, in the words of T-Pain, do something else. Like, for real. It's like, and this is around time wasn't like a cliche that was the answer, or it was slowly starting there. Nowadays, it's like the only answer, or the cliche answer all the time is heel turns. They ain't like, no, I ain't just because I don't roll with the heel. I roll with the good guys and heroes, and ain't having room gets my favorites. But at the same time, it don't always work. If it do work, like it turns into bizarre work, because now you're kind of doing something that the heel turn didn't do the job. The heel job, because especially now we got a lot of folks who unfortunately like heels more than baby faces these days. So or in general like bad guy villains more than heroes these days. So you're not doing your job. This is another reason why sometimes I wish they just at this point do away with the alignment system, because folks ain't following through no more. I guess for storyline reason, but at the same time, folks is not giving a damn as much and there's room where we want to, which is then what the fuck the alignment is for? The babyface and heel alignment is for. Then if fans not going to do accordingly by cheering for the heel, cheer for the babyface, and booing the heel, like it's like don't seem like it's needed anymore. But anyway, let's keep going. And on top of that, you deal with dickheads and groups who or if you don't root for certain people because they're hot and going on, but they're heel and they don't give a shit about your personal reasons. That's another story. Let's keep going.
Character who is supposed to have special needs, and WWE barely tried. Within a month, WWE dropped it, and Eugene went back to being a good guy again. Alright, now we're getting into the really bad stuff. Brace yourselves. Number 5, Nikki ASH.
Yep.
In June...
in my opinion, the whole thing wasn't that great, but at the same time, I was okay with it when she was babyface, because she had fun. She was having fun and anything, and then turn her to nuclear woman is like another reason why heel turn isn't always the answer. When keeping it heel goes wrong. I think I'm gonna add it as the title, along with as the title as well too. Along with reaction, if I got the room to put it on the title. But yes, I might even add it on the thumbnail. When keeping it heel goes wrong, with a big smile. Anyway.
In 2021, Nikki Cross debuted a new character, Nikki ASH, almost a superhero. Naturally, Nikki was a good guy, or girl, and the gimmick was pretty good too. It was a lot more flashy and colorful than most women on the roster.
Exactly.
Plus, it led to Nikki winning Money in the Bank,
that's another thing too.
To become Raw Women's Champion. After that, Nikki ASH teamed up with Rhea Ripley, and the two became the Women's Tag Team Champions. As a face, Nikki ASH was alright. That was until she turned heel. In January 2022, Nikki attacked Ripley and became a villain. It was similar to when the Hurricane turned heel and became Gregory
Gregory
Helms.
Helms.
However, unlike Helms, Nikki ASH kept using the exact same character, entrance music and all. I think
Yeah,
the
it didn't
idea
make
was that she
sense.
was so delusional that she still thought she was a hero.
Yeah, it didn't make sense at all. That's the other thing too. They kept the character. They kept her as a super light. It didn't make sense.
But then, shouldn't you change your character from almost a hero to an actual hero? The character didn't work as a heel, and part of that might be because she didn't have any great storylines or rivalries after she turned. Regardless, WWE eventually agreed and had Nikki ASH revert to her original Nikki Cross persona. Number 4, Mick Foley. Mick Foley is one of those
Oh, I know. I think I know which one it is. Is this the one where he turned heel on Terry Funk? That and sided with Edge? If so, then yeah. That didn't make no fucking sense.
loved wrestlers because of his willingness to put his health and safety on the line to entertain fans, on top of just being a wonderful human being. While Mick Foley had worked as a heel in the 90s, by the 2000s, Foley had cemented himself as a true fan favorite. That's why, in 2006, it was so bizarre to see Mick Foley turn heel. That year, Mick Foley began a rivalry with Edge, leading to their iconic WrestleMania match. A few weeks later, Foley would face Edge again in a triple threat match involving Tommy Dreamer. However, it was all a setup, and Edge and Foley attacked Dreamer, turning Foley heel. Listen to this crowd reaction.
Smart to stay outside and Foley from behind. What?
Did you hear it? No? Well, that's exactly the point. At this stage in Mick Foley's career, nobody wanted to boo him. The man had given up his health to give fans the best matches.
And not only that, remember they tried it at TNA as well too. It's let's just around this time. This is why I know they're going to try to do it, but I got a feeling it's going to be the same situation. I know it's like, you know, everybody say Randy is better as a heel, but I got a feeling that it's not going to work. And don't do anything about turning Cody heel. I think more so is, but then again, it might still work because it's Randy Orton. But that's why it's a little hesitant of folks wanting Orton to actually be a full-on fledged heel if he goes against Cody. The only reason I'm saying that because there's a chance they're not going to boo him, and it's not going to look good. And even worse, it could be a chance that it ended up being a bizarre reverse, and Cody don't get cheered for. I don't want that to happen. It's folks rate because especially if folks want it to happen. Thank God that has not happened at all. But I don't think so because they're with him and with Roman, and they're not doing no boos against. They're both getting cheers, so I doubt that happened. I hope it don't. But Orton it's like. It's going to be slightly hard for certain fans to say the boo him because, you know, that's how, because, you know, most legendaries it's hard to boo. It's not because if you're so legendary, it's going to be hard to boo. He might get the cheer then boo, maybe. That's might be it, but he's not going to get fully booed. I'm going to tell you that. But I won't. But then again, like I said, that's why I'm still looking at this. It might be the same with Orton, but not as much with this because a lot of people say Orton works better as a heel, so that's why it might still work. The boos might still work. But oh yeah, another one that happened. Edge. If it's on there, Edge is another example too. They tried to do Edge, and granted they gave heel fans the Judgment Day and everything, but at the same time. Reason why Edge didn't be the leader that long because fans didn't want to boo Edge. So yeah. Anyway. It's the thing about it.
Who in their right mind is going to boo that? Now,
Exactly.
the reason behind the heel turn in storyline is that Mick Foley was impressed by Edge, so he decided to join him.
Yup.
The heel turn didn't last super long, though, with Foley turning face again during his rivalry with Ric Flair later in the year. Another reason this heel turn was so bad is that by 2006, Mick Foley had been making sporadic appearances in WWE. It was like when WWE made Dusty Rhodes heel in 2011, or Shawn Michaels in 2013. Foley, like both Rhodes and Michaels, was a respected and beloved legend at this point that nobody wanted to hate. Number 3, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Oh! I did not expect this to be in the list. Oh! Yeah, we getting good. No, really getting good. And I did not expect this to be in the list. Oh, yeah.
This is the worst heel turn, but let me explain. WrestleMania 17 is considered by many to be WWE's best event ever. Part of that reason is because the two biggest stars of the Attitude Era faced off in the main event, The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin. Rock was the WWE champion, and Austin was the challenger. The two fought in a no disqualification match, but partway through, Austin's arch nemesis, Vince McMahon, came out. McMahon then helped Austin win the match, and afterward, the two celebrated and had a beer.
Now, the reason I'm a little surprised about this, because it's worth for that hero. Well, I'm not sure this is going to be tied in with the Alliance one. It wasn't for that, and it was also got the one Alliance, the Alliance one, where you only got the what chance. The what chance would never been born. That's the only thing. Other than that, I can kind of understand why, because what he ended up becoming, in a way, somewhat. And two, again, it was kind of hard to boo him. He had to force fans to boo him.
This turned Stone Cold Steve Austin, the most popular wrestler on the roster, into a heel. While it was shocking, it didn't make any sense. These two had spent years making each other's legs a living hell, and all of a sudden they were cool with each other. Also, soon after aligning himself with McMahon, Stone Cold joined forces with Triple H too. You know, the man who hired Rikishi to hit Austin with a car. The biggest problem though was that...
Alright, thank you. And the other thing is, for a lot of the, especially the heel fans, they got the two-man power trip. And a lot of people was a fan. There are people that's a fan of the two-man power trip, especially the heel fans. But at the same time, again, it didn't make sense. It didn't make sense. You know, you're feuding with you're budding with the guy who you've been feuding with for years, as well as the guy who not only you feuded for years was the reason for your attack. And then not only that, you had him beat down his best friend Jim Ross as well too. And I always said this: how I was with Roman when he turned heel is pretty much how I was when Stone Cold was Jim Ross. I was pretty much how Jim Ross felt when Stone Cold turned heel. I mean, he was wondering why and everything, but in a way, and I was was going to pass, but the way he got worse than he is, same with Roman. So I became against Roman, and like Jim Ross against Austin. Like he will talk trash about Austin, and that's his boy. But he was a heel, and JR was a babyface commentator. And after he beat the shit out of him, he like, you know what? Austin, you my boy. You supposed to be my boy. I get it, but at the same time, fuck you. I'm gonna talk shit about you as my duty as a babyface commentator. I'm gonna talk against you as well too, and he did. No lie. Also had some concerning little calls as well too. Like what is going on with Austin? I mean, Triple H's always been sick, but what has happened to Austin? Like, yeah.
He was just that popular. The heel turn felt like a swerve so the show could end with a swerve. But the numbers show it was the wrong move. After WrestleMania 17, WWE's TV viewership dropped, and so did their pay-per-view buys. The other big issue was that there wasn't really another main event face that could fill Stone Cold's void. The Rock was gone after WrestleMania to film a movie, and while there were still top-level face wrestlers, they weren't near the level that Austin was at. Now, the reason I don't have this heel turn at number 1 is because afterward, Stone Cold did have some pretty funny...
Yeah, they say some... And two... And this is why I always said that when they made Kurt Angle a babyface, that was a great move. But I feel like, I'm wrong. I could be wrong or anything. To me, when they made Kurt Angle a heel again during the Alliance and during the Alliance, they did that because they got Rock back. I feel like that's the only reason they did that is because they got Rock back, in my opinion. Because Kurt Angle was doing a hell of a great job as a babyface, especially what he did against Austin. He was doing gold. He was killing it as a babyface, man. And the fact that they randomly just turned heel just to join the Alliance to be de facto, and then to be de facto as well too, is like you did it. You did it because Rock came back. You only did it because Rock came back. Let's be honest. You did it because Rock's schedule was free. He came back, and you know what? He's like, nope. Let me get my shiny toys back. go back to do what you was, and in my opinion, that's my opinion about that. I will stick to that as well too. Nothing against Rock at the time, but at the same time, I feel like Kurt Angle didn't have to turn heel. He really didn't have to turn heel, and as well too. Yeah.
Moments, especially involving Kurt Angle, so it's hard to say it's the absolute worst. Plus, Stone Cold did eventually turn face again and had another WrestleMania Classic with The Rock in 2003, thankfully without any BS swerves.
Right.
Number 2, Michael Cole. Involving
Okay,
WWE
then yes, I will say that. Yes. This was definitely a true keeping it heel go wrong. They only did I don't know why they did it. I don't know, because fans was tired of him anyway. Because afterwards he's like, what's worse about it, it took him a while to recover from it. Because even though he turned back face by default because of his concern over Jerry Lawler having a heart attack, some of the live events I went to, he was still getting booed, and then people was talking trash. I feel like that heel turn hurt him for a while until he became legendary again. But it did hurt him for a while. That's when, and to be honest, it made no sense. And also it looked weird that Jerry. I'm nothing against Jerry. I was gonna say I didn't mind Jerry Lawler being a babyface, but at the same time, it was awkward that he was a babyface and Mike Cole was a heel. And not only that, to top all off, you could say it worked, but at the same time, let's be honest. Even you was a heel fan, you have to admit, that had to be the most annoying heel run ever. They made that man so obnoxious is that you didn't give a damn if you get a damn about alignments. You did not want. You wanted Mike Cole off the air. Hold on, I might gotta fix the tablet. My bad, little man wanted Daniel Tiger on it. I got it, but yeah, I get it. It was like another. Oh, let's try. It's another heel turning answer that, and eyeglass number 1 cause it was not needed. Be honest, it was not needed at all. No, you tell me no if and maybe, it was not needed. I really made this video longer than the hell it is. It's the 12-minute video. I had to turn to a 30-minute video, but when I express myself, it gets like that. This turn was not needed at all. Not at all.
commentators in storylines is often a difficult thing to do. Some work out alright, like with Pat McAfee,
of course,
but a lot don't. WWE tried not once, but twice to make
both of his heel turns was, and I'm surprised he's not on the list. I'm surprised Jim Ross is not on the list. To be honest, I feel like him and Mike Cole should share the number one spot. To be honest, because what they tried to do with JR, no, it didn't work. Twice it didn't work first time. It didn't work second time. I don't know why they do. I mean, I guess the only reason it might not be in it because he might, because this around time I was like didn't watch as much during the Attitude Era. I watched it here and there as well too because I was like questioning I wanted to still watch wrestling as a kid. Because, I got bullied into this thing because wrestling fake and all that. So that was another story. But I did watch some of it, and he had the whole little, I guess, him have his own little commentary table thing. I guess was entertaining to some folks, But at the same time, Jim Ross was too beloved to be booed. So I don't know why he even tried it the second time, but at the same time, I get it. They gotta experiment, but sometimes just if it didn't work the first time, don't do it again. And like I said, don't ever turn Michael Cole heel again.
Jim Ross a heel, but both failed. In fact, Ross actually got cheered after kicking Michael Cole in the nuts.
Yeah, exactly. Oh! Yeah, exactly.
What the?
Speaking of Michael Cole, while heel Jim Ross was bad, heel Michael Cole was much worse. JR didn't stay a heel for too long, but Michael Cole was a heel for over 2 years.
Yeah,
and the only
okay,
reason he stopped,
that's why he got the spot, because he had it for a couple years, and he did. it shouldn't have been that long either.
Was because of Jerry Lawler's real-life on-air heart attack. Now, what about Michael Cole made him such a lousy heel? Well, unlike heel commentators like Jesse Ventura and Bobby Heenan, who were entertaining, Michael Cole was just obnoxious and annoying.
Well, the reason we put 6 divas in this matchup is because, well, we can't make
It was exactly like, here's the thing. He was forcing it. He was forcing it. He was like, really, you can tell he was forcing himself to say the shit he was saying as a heel. He probably didn't want to say none of that stuff. That's probably why it is probably why he had a hard time recovering from since then, because he was still, on that getting lines fed to him at the time as well too. Even though he went back babyface, he was still getting commentating line fed to him while he was getting shit to him for a while, because McMahon was still on his ear. So yeah, it was like you could tell that it was so unnatural. Like that's the only reason why I was so annoying and obnoxious. It wasn't natural. He wasn't being himself. He was forcing himself to say some of the stuff and do some of the stuff he's doing, and it just like, okay, whatever. Like, what are you
make up for in quantity or something like that.
Cole was also the main commentator for WWE, being the play-by-play guy.
Exactly.
So fans heard his voice more than anyone else.
Exactly.
On the
That's
show.
the other thing.
Now, there's an argument that Michael Cole was actually the best heel, since he made so many people legitimately upset. The only problem was,
because too, and the other thing you said it because he actually got this is around the time Cena was still getting booed here and there by the men and the men. But that was probably the red time he got everybody cheer for Hill, cheer for Cena.
commentator, Michael Cole couldn't get beaten up. Sure, he did get in the ring from time to time, but those were exceptions. Unlike everyone else on this list, there was never any payoff to Cole's heel antics, and that's why he's so high up. However, what could be worse than heel Michael Cole? Well, and the number one worst heel turn in WWE is...
Oh, it's not number one?
Dean Ambrose.
It's not number one! Oh!
Seth Rollins.
Yeah, it's not number one. Okay. Either way. Yeah. Again. This was them again. This was shock value. Heel turn being the answer. And keeping heel go wrong. And not listen to the fans. And not on top of that, how they did it. And when they did it.
Rollins and Roman Reigns reunited the Shield. However, about 2 months into it, Roman was forced to take time off after his real-life leukemia.
This was part why I wasn't giving him a pass when he turned heel, but certain folks being ass over him on that, so I had to keep it the way it is, or folks was trying to turn it on me. But anyway.
The same night this announcement was made, Dean and Seth won the Raw Tag Team Championship. Immediately, though, Ambrose attacked Rollins and heel. Now, this moment was actually really well done. Fans had just seen Dean, Roman, and Seth embrace on stage, making them want to see Rollins and Ambrose win the tag titles even more. Then, when everyone is feeling good, Dean Ambrose ruins...
Hold on a second. Yeah, I was like, I don't know who's calling the tablet. Anyway, let's keep going.
It like a true heel. However, things quickly went downhill.
The way you cheer your little hearts out for Seth Rollins makes me sick. No, literally makes me sick to my stomach. Makes me want to throw up. And what is that smell?
Ambrose's heel character became really hokey, with him saying he had to vaccinate himself from Rollins' illness. He would even come out to the ring wearing a gas mask at one point. This mid-90s WWE villain did not fit at all with the more serious and darker character that Dean Ambrose had built. What made this even worse is that this heel turn could have and should have been really good, considering what Seth Rollins had done to Dean Ambrose 4 years earlier. While Dean did win the Intercontinental Championship, he only held the title for about a month before losing it. He also lost clean to Seth Rollins right after bragging that Seth had never beaten him clean, ruining Ambrose's credibility. This heel turn was so bad and so poorly handled that it was the reason Dean Ambrose left WWE and ended up joining their competitor, AEW. On top of that, just 4 months after Dean's heel turn, he reunited with Rollins and Roman Reigns to reform the Shield. The whole reason Ambrose turned heel in the first place was because he said the Shield made him weak. Not only did this contradict Dean Ambrose's actions, it made his heel turn entirely pointless. Ambrose himself was rightfully upset about this, and there's actual video of him getting angry. To hear what Dean told WWE, watch this video.
Okay, wow. But yeah. when keeping it heel goes wrong, and I love it when keeping it heels goes wrong, cause it proves the nation, I proves my nation. Heel turn isn't always the answer. You need to stop always be the scapegoat of getting character development. All right, fine, and I don't care what anybody say that it's not. It's that it's lazy writing. It's I don't care what anybody they can they can make any excuse in the world. It's lazy as hell to say that it's easier to write. It's easier to book and create a heel more than babyface. To me, I was trying to stop it. To me, it's lazy as hell. Alright, you get a preview of what I'm getting next, so I can't stop it. Anyway, to me, that's lazy as hell. That's lazy as hell to say that. I don't care what anybody said. That is lazy. That is a lazy notion. It'll always be a lazy notion to me. Thank you. I'll give it. It's always lazy to me to say that it's easier to write a heel than a babyface. No, people need to find some creative minds to make a babyface just as appealing as a heel. Man, it's no excuse that a good guy character can't be just as appealing as a bad guy character. It's no excuse at all. I don't care. You can. I don't care. No fucking excuse, in my opinion. Anyway, other than that, this was a good video to watch as well too. I mean, seeing anything with involving heels failing, especially because folks think heel turns the answer, is always music to my ear. But other than that, and I made a 12-minute video, damn near 40, so because I like to express myself when something I like to discuss as well too. It always isn't like that. If you like my reaction, like, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's your boy T-Bird signing off. One love.